Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
Wave clear with Graves, who can also just show up in lane and destroy the minion wave. So Phonenix1 want to split the map, and Cloud9 answer.
I've been waiting to see the Kassadin into the...
He's a madman. But he was just checking, making sure there's no vision or anybody coming up while he's clearing the ward.
Playing it very smart. Takes a hit from Jen.
He thinks he's safe.
And here comes Contract with the ulti. Gets himself forward. Flash is up. That's Ryu's flash as well. You can still teleport back in if Inori's here to make...
I have to say, you know, kind of the work that Cloud9 did in the break is really showing here, and a lot of the setup.
Oh, Shady! One more bait. Shady stays alive. End of the line's not going to hit. Sneaky takes forward with the mystic shot, and he is going to take the kill. Ryu's just over the side to teleport in. Does the play count? And things start to pop off for P1.
They take down the bottom lane, and now they could actually answer this first turret. They take down both bottom lane kills, as well as the first blood on the turret. And
double tether.
Oh, more chains! Collateral damage coming over the shoulder of his teammates as Inori picks up a kill for the work he's been doing around the map.
And this is wild growth available.
Setting up a pinch on the bottom lane. Blanc able to get out pretty easily so far.
Look at that damage! Shane back, he doesn't have a chance.
Not so easy.
Contract.
So far. This is where it's getting hard.
Knowing his bound
job of evading them right now. They still have the Stand United as well. Someone does get picked.
There's one hit. Inori over the wall to put himself in between, but it's not enough. Jensen's able to clear the damage necessary, and now they find Arrow waiting to hop over the wall. There's the one they were looking for. Shady
for Phonenix1 at the moment, and they might...
Zig would have a pretty big part to play here. He's got to hit the right people, but then he puts himself in the Baron pit. He only goes for Sneaky to stop some of the 80 damage. Ryu tries to get in, bounced out, put in by the team, and he takes Baron damage going down to Jensen. Now they're onto Inori, and that's the arrow you were saying, Kobe. They still had to continue the fight, and now the Baron.
Oh, what a disaster for Phonenix1 and Cloud9. The veteran squad here get a single pick and blow the game open.
Exactly. I love how you talk about the veteran squad, because Shady, that was definitely too far forward. He's checking.
Is off cooldown and wanted to set Jensen up. Here comes a little bit later.
Teleport, keep the minion alive. Look at all that damage to the turret. It's going to go down.
Now into Zig. Zig with the Guardian Angel is going to come up, but like I said, that slow prevents
Arrow
one to get everything they want. There's more slow, there's more lockup, and there's the deletion of Arrow as C9 is inside the base. What a patient game from both teams as it opens up around 30 minutes. Baron's all that Cloud9 needed. Get it in front of the turret. Nastasia's in the last two backs is going to keep him alive. That's the shield necessary coming in from Smoothie in the bot lane. And they're going to be going for the Nexus turret. 34 minutes in. Cloud9 break the base, and Cloud9 follow into the Nexus to take game one.
What a game. And Cloud9 showing the importance of vision control. They kept up the vision for so long, and after the single pick, able to blow the game wide open and end it not 4 minutes later.
Exactly. Baron power play, victory. That's what matters in this one. The gold really didn't matter. They end the game with Baron buff still on. And like you said, the vision control around mid, they decimated, they went back and forth, and then the big thing for me is the error.
Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
We've been talking up from Zig.
Big Shady was like, you want the Kled? We just looked over, yep, locked it in. Kled in the top lane for Zig. We're going to get some damage out of the top lane.
Taking a lot of the things that he says doesn't give you a lot of reasoning to the madness of who's subbing in, when, why. Right here, Arrow.
Same play.
Flash.
Deja vu for the bot lane. Contracts comes in for the same play. A few of the summoners down.
Never mind. Inori looking to pick Smoothie.
The guy with no flash either.
Wild growth. He didn't really get too much onto Inori there, and Ryu's going to be able to get in for a little bit of help. They kill Smoothie down, and Inori starts off a kill for himself. You guys said once the jungler does something, the other one has to respond, and Inori did just that.
Ryu?
Shockwave onto Ryu. Almost gets taken down as he's pulling in Inori for the fight. They weren't able to get enough damage. That's going to be the... Oh, no! From downtown, Contract with the collateral. Gonna stay here. There may be a little fun coming from Contract.
They're trading a whole bunch in contracts. Yeah, this is like a moth to a flame here. A jungler to a gank.
Oh, why not? If there's trades, you got to bring a partner. Three's the crowd now for Zig in the top side. Scarl's out, and I think this is the first time Zig will be 2.
Finally, a jungler goes to this top lane.
Pass River, feeling confident here. And it looks like they're going to feel confident towards the bot lane. Chain of Corruption goes down. Contract is going to be to Nori first. Teleport comes in.
Oh!
And Arrow's going to be the one locked down. Ray just has everyone in the party zone. Nori's going to get next. And Zig could be the triple. Gets it over the wall. Command Shockwave's not going to do too much. His Contract stays alive. Shady looking for the kill. And
Dwindle here. Maybe Ray is going to be the target.
4 people on him.
what will the team be able to get out of this, though? This is a is-it-worth situation. Clearing from Ryu in the mid side may be enough to stall, I should say, backline axe for P1.
All right, Phonenix1 with their all-in.
Oh, trying to catch C9 as they're split, looking for a play.
Who do they want? They are actually quite split. Contract is going to be first to make sure his damage does not come through. Ray to the back so he can get with his team.
That was game 1, so that was a huge vision warp. Look at that. Shockwave only on Ray.
Corruption's onto Ray. He may have to take the fight to save the rest of the team, and he may go, there he is, towards the back line.
Ooh,
now the
arrow
can consider what can happen. They call the audible, decide to go back in. And collateral damage does not do too much.
I really don't want to commit to that.
Ray does have teleport when he revives, though.
Oh, Jensen. Don't get the Shockwave.
Oh, instantly deleted, though. Gets the damage off onto Arrow. There weren't enough on the ground to do the damage he wanted. Remount doesn't happen. Contract picks up the kill 1 for 1 in both damage dealers from the team. Contract's now trying to do Ryu. He gets the kill. A double kill onto Ryu now. Now they're looking for Arrow. Ray's coming in. The flag and drag close. The ultimate's down and almost up if they can continue the long fight. A triple kill for Contract. Looking for the quadra. A quadra kill. And Cheeky takes the last one to clean it up. A full ace coming in for Cloud9.
Participation and a quadra to top it off, and that's going to be the game.
Absolutely ridiculous. This man just regurgitates highlight reels. Left and right, they're inside the base. It's only game 2, and we can still go to 5, but Cloud9 is making a hell of a fight for 3 games.
Match point for Cloud9 to move on to Vancouver Finals. And that's off the back of the rookie, too. That's off the new guy.
And every time we interview Contract, he's so outspoken about how good the organization has been to him, how good of an experience he has had as a rookie, transitioning from the challenger scene into the LCS. Very supportive teammates, integrated very quickly.
Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
He's going to lock in his very, very successful Echo into the Syndra now as well. And they've got impact on the premier tank in the top lane.
He's wondering when those things came out. I was like, this plant looks busted. Hold on. Hits Ryu.
They're going to find him. That could be first blood. Parallel Convergence would have had him locked down. Remember, the flash was blown just earlier, so they make sure they tag onto that mid lane again.
Contracts and Jensen are going to make the first.
He's in losing matchups. He's still almost around that 10 per minute mark.
Oh, gets locked up.
Let's see, he's feeling here. Chrono breaks back. Repel is up, and now they might have Meteos. That flash is down. It didn't have enough forward vision in the right spot to see that coming back at them. Ryu could be the focus. Arrow tries to get to him for the flash into free position. Impact knows he has to walk out, and Cloud9
forced to clear out more of the vision, remove more of the options. Meanwhile, Sneaky gets flashed on.
Where's the R? There it is.
Going hard. There's a piercing arrow through. Hail of arrows, and the last auto from Stun is going to pick that up. Sneaky heal is down as he goes as well.
Yeah, Ignite.
Currently, though, a lot of attention top lane.
Impact hidden the bush. He does this all the time, and Zig flashed out.
A little bit of separation in the terrain to try and stop Contract, but he's got the movement speed, the long-range toss, and Impact.
Gravitating that way. Arrow at the ready.
Yeah. I was about to say that arrow is very important here.
Oh.
Hey, that's actually
That arrow.
the okie doke.
This arrow, I was wondering which arrow you meant. because
Wow.
This arrow is going to be the one that becomes important. 1-0-1 mid lane for C9.
Yeah, Jensen on the flank, and they're getting pinched in. Arrow available from Sneaky. Hit stun.
Oh, he tried to back up. The team will look to help him. Jensen's going to go in a 2v1 situation. Stunts exploded by contract from the rest of the team. Now they're on to Meteos in the back line. P1 can't even get the staggered fight on different members. It's Cloud9 coming up with the fight for themselves with 3 kills.
Cloud9.
But in no way, shape, or
Tech.
forms are there waves or
Arrow.
members ready to make that play. Chain of Corruption does slow it down, but Impact's already out, and Impact is already locking more down. There's the kill to start off the fight. Contract low, he goes down to the Cataclysm, and now the fight continues. Depth charge back to Ryu. Zig, one shot from going down, and Sneaky sneaks one in to pick that up for himself. Stunt follows through, and now Ryu's going to have to hide, find safety under the turret or solace on the fountain, because nothing outside the base is.
Oh, he got the hook!
There it is from Impact, another long-range hook, the follow-up kill to come through, and Jensen picks up another one, 3-0-3.
Doesn't matter who Cloud9 Bell's coming through here. He had the Kindle Gem, but look at this Ryu. Gonna get stunned.
Parallel conversion locked him down. That means the team has to scatter even more. Bot turret's going to fall.
Think about this Ash arrow picking
Yeah.
off anyone out of position.
They're 4-5. Yeah.
Almost a go for broke moment. Meteos gets hit. Somebody that can get out of the situation, but once he falls, he is the target and instantly hit up by contract. Zig a flag and drag out of the pit. No follow there. C9's happy with one, and they'll look for Baron.
You don't even have to go for the 50-50. Just turn on them. Go for the fight. Jensen there tries to zone a bit.
Sun actually doesn't even throw the ult on. He throws in a roof, and nobody really gets taken down by it.
Yeah, you echo food.
All right, here we go. A ring around the rosy.
Oh, Jensen with the explosion onto Arrow. That means DPS is gone.
It's too graphic for the NALCS.
Yeah.
You can't watch that.
In the
Look
blink
here.
of
Oh,
an
look
eye.
there. Oh, no, we can't look anywhere. They're all dying.
You can't show that on the screen. 16-3 here. As they continue in, we're only looking at 40-second death timers here. So Cloud9 also has to be careful going into the base, but they throw that to the wayside. Careful, it's not in the book.
Cloud9 determined to get their spot in the finals, and Phonenix1 will get their chance in the third place match. Still such an upward trajectory for that team.
Each game more dominating than the last, more control. Even with the switch to the top lane, Phonenix1 trying to pull out all the stops as well. With Meteos and Stunt, but Cloud9 persevere, come out strong, finish at the end of the split strong, and they will be looking for the finals in Vancouver.
A 25-minute victory from Cloud9 over the third place team from the regular season. That was a shellacking.
Absolutely amazing play for Cloud9. A 3-0 as they head to Vancouver for the finals, and definitely a game to watch for whoever their opponents are. We'll find out tomorrow. But like you said, shellacking as they came out very strong and found a groove each game, which makes it that much more dangerous when you know you're going to be in the best of 5 against these guys.
That's what you want to see going into the finals. You want to see a 3-0 from a team that wants to take the title. Cloud9, they've been flexing around that top lane. They've been working with so many different strategies, so many different diverse picks. That what really matters is winning, being the champions again with this lineup, and trying to make it to the mid-season invitational.
Miles all around from the C9 squad. Almost all around.
Oh, that is awesome. The camaraderie between these teams as well. The top laners finishing off the handshake. As these two men, you just